Okay, hey, welcome to Wednesday, August 5th. My name is Brent Kenyock, and you're watching Home Values with Brent, and I want to thank you for being a part. Today we're going to talk about 3 secrets to better credit. And I just want to start off, this concept of credit kind of has gone back a long time. You can read in the Bible where it talks about like usury, but when we're talking about like credit cards and things like that, kind of the introduction, even though it wasn't really a credit card, is more like they called it like a charge card. It was the Diners Club back in 1950. You had to pay it off by the end of the month, but that kind of was the first thing we saw in the U.S. And then, of course, credit cards really started to crank up after that. But it's important that we understand how to not get into debt and really affect our lives. And so I want to really address that. Some people don't have that issue, and man, stay down that course. For those that do, let me give you three tips that will help you work through these issues. So the first area is, did you know that 35% of your credit score is from your payment history? 35%, that's like a third. So what does that mean? What's secret tip number 1? Pay on time. So that's important. Being faithful and paying on time. Make sure that you have that in your life and that you are paying everything on time. So that's the first one. The second secret, number 2, is 30% of your credit score is based upon the capacity of your credit. So let me explain a little bit of this. Let's say you have a card that is $5,000 and 30% of that would be $1,500. So once you go over the $1,500, now you've gone beyond that 30%. So if you had $1,500 that you've used, that would mean there was $3,500 that's unused. You want to keep that. You want that unused to be there. And of course, if you can bring that $1,500 down to a very small number, that's a good thing. But let's say you have a card that's a limit of $10,000 and you've gone past that 30%, but you have another card that's not that much. Here's a great tip. Take some from the one card, put it on the other, and then begin to bring them both down, right? So that's really important, but you want to stay under that 30%. Okay, now, secret 3 is that 10% of your credit score is based on inquiries and past applications. Okay, so now if we look at all 3 of those areas, 75% of your total credit score comes from 1, payment history, 2, the capacity of credit used, and then 3, inquiries and past applications. So if that's where 75% comes from, we want to make sure that we're mindful of paying our bills on time, right? Be sure not to max out your card. Keep that balance under 30% or lower, and preferably lower, and don't get too many inquiries. And if you do that, you're going to dramatically maximize your credit score, and it'll work for you well, okay? And this is important when you're going to get a mortgage, all right? So anyway, hey, if you have any real estate needs, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm Brent Kenyock, and you're watching Home Values with Brent. Have a great day.